All right, let's take a look at these questions and see what skills you may have used to solve these problems. All right, let's first start with 10 times 6. Well, one of the things we could do is we know that we've got 10 of something. Now this could be 10 groups, so we could do 10 circles or 10 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we know that inside of each of those we have 6. So rather than draw each one, I'm going to write a 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, all the way up. So I could count those up. I could do a whole bunch of different things to know that once I add those together, 10 times 6 is 60. Now another way we could do that, of course, we do have our, what's that one that goes left to right called? Ah, yes, we could have a number line, absolutely. And with that, we know we would have 10 jumps of 6. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we know that each one would be 6, 12, 18, and so on and so on. All the way once we have the 10 up there. I didn't draw 10, I apologize for that. But once we did all 10, we would end up at 60. So let's think of one other thing here. Now we also had the other one we know where we have a similar thing where the line goes left to right. But then what would this be? We could have, oh, that's right, we could do 10 rows. So we've got 10, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, gotta move my screen, 9, and 10. And across each of those, we of course have 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we've got our rows, and we've got our columns. So we have two different ways that we could solve this. 10 groups of 6, 10 jumps of 6, and 10 rows with 6 each. So all different ways. Now, depending on which one works best for you and which one you're able to use the best to solve problems is totally your call. All right, let's take a look at the next one that you solved. We had 3 times 6. All right, so what's one of the ways that you decided to solve this? I did see some of you were using the groups of 6. So let's go ahead and we'll do 3 groups. 1, 2, and 3. And okay, I'll go ahead and I'll draw them on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can draw different things if you would like. And of course, did you have to all solve it this one way? That's correct, you did not. You could solve it multiple ways. So then we can add them up. We've got 6 plus 6 plus 6. So repeated addition as well. So we know we've got 6 plus 6 is 12. Plus 6 more is 18. Okay, pretty simple. Now let's get a little bit more challenging. Right here we have one that's going to be a little bit bigger. Now it might be intimidating. However, you guys are super smart and you know how to do this. So let's go ahead and let's decompose this to numbers that we actually can understand and do quite quickly. Now, we all know it's a lot easier if we decompose that 13 to a number that's easier for us. What's one of the easiest times tables you can think of that is less than 13? What about 8's probably not the most easy. Oh, 10's. I know my 10 times tables. So if I broke that 13 down to 10, and that would also break that down, I'd have also 3 left. Then I can do the times 6. And then I could do the 10 times 6. Oh, now that's a whole lot easier because I know when it's 10 times anything, I just have to add a 0. So we've got 60. And then we've got that 3 times 6. Now, 3 times 6, that's pretty easy. I can count by 3s all day long. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. What comes next? Oh, I'm sorry. I think you forgot that I like you to shout out the answers. Let's try that again together as a class. 3 times 6 is? That's right, 18. All right, now let's think here. We can do our mental math here. I know that if I add 0 to anything, it's 0? No, that's 0 times something. We're adding. Okay, so 8 plus 0 is? Not 7. Come on now, we know it's 8. Okay, then we've also got our 6 plus 1, and that is going to be 9. Can't trick you. You already know 6 plus 1 is 7, so 60 plus 8 is 78, or 13 times 6 is 78. Good job. I'm trying to trick you, but it doesn't seem like I'm able to trick you today. So, all right, let's go to our next challenge one. This one was also a little bit bigger. Might be a little intimidating at first. However, you guys know your 12 times tables, but we're going to decompose this one again. I kind of like the decomposing. It gives me like easier numbers I can do, but then I can add them together. So let's do the same thing we did before. Let's think of 2 easier times tables here. We could do 12 would break down into 5 and 7. Not the easiest for me. Let's see, 9. I do love my 9 times tables. And then 3s, those are pretty good. I can do 9 times 3, or 9 plus 3 to get that 12. I'm going to do it a little bit even simpler. I love my 2 times tables. So if I did 2 times 4, that's simple. I know I can double any number pretty quickly. But then that leaves me with, 12 minus 2. That'd be 10. So then we've got 10 times 4. Now look how much easier those are to solve. We can always double 2 and 4, or excuse me, 4 2 times. That'd be 16. No, it wouldn't be 16. That would be 8. And there's that simple one again. 10 times anything, we just add a 0. So now we've got to add 40 and 8. Pretty simple. You guys are so smart. It comes to 48. So now remember, if you weren't here for the lesson or you need to go back through to just for a reminder, you can always go back through this video. All right, let's move on to the lesson.